In the realm of popular literature, a figure cloaked in mystery and speculation frequently emerges: the Antichrist. A symbol of ultimate evil, the Antichrist presents a rich and fascinating subject in storytelling, captivating generations of readers who are intrigued by notions of ultimate good versus unfathomable evil. Today we delve into the warnings about the Antichrist as depicted in literature, exploring how these narratives have evolved and what they might signify about human nature and society's deep-seated fears. Let's begin with a glance back to the origins of the Antichrist concept, deriving primarily from Christian theology. The book of Revelation in the New Testament serves as one of the earliest literature reference points, providing a vivid characterization of the Antichrist as a deceiver, one with the power to entrap the world into chaos before the eventual return of Christ ensures salvation. This stark juxtaposition of ruin and redemption, woven with apocalyptic imagery, set the stage for centuries of literary inspiration. A pivotal work that encapsulates the fascination with the Antichrist is the epic poem Paradise Lost by John Milton. Here, impregnable, satanic rebellion mirrors the traits often associated with the Antichrist: arrogance, ambition, and a compelling deceitfulness. Milton's Satan resembles characteristics that have become benchmarks for the literature Antichrist, a complex blend of charisma and malevolence. As readers absorb Milton's words, they too are compelled to consider the consequences of unchecked ambition and the allure of power. Moving into more contemporary times, C.S. Lewis's The Chronicles of Narnia offers a more veiled nod to the Antichrist concept through its character, the White Witch. Unapologetically tyrannical and casting Narnia into eternal winter, the witch is a subtle representation of a demagogue whose reign mirrors the havoc thought to be characteristic of the Antichrist. Lewis delivers a narrative warning about totalitarian rule through fantastical allegory, especially potent given his historical context, writing as European conflict loomed large in the mid-20th century. Of course, no exploration of literature focusing on the Antichrist would be complete without discussing the modern sensation, The Omen. With supernatural horrors punctuated by the fearful charisma of the young Damien Thorne, The Omen paints a chilling picture of innocence subverted into monstrosity. Audiences are confronted with the terrifying idea that evil can hide in plain sight, a child poised as the harbinger of cataclysm. The Omen taps into parental anxieties and societal fears, tied to the idea of evil growing unchecked in familiar, seemingly innocuous settings. As we explore these important literary works, thematic warnings emerge across centuries. They serve as allegories not merely for mythical or theological pondering, but as reflections on societal, political, and personal dimensions of power. The Antichrist character often embodies our own anathema to unchecked authority, the charisma that corrodes from within, and the fears of manipulation by those who may appear trustworthy. Literature acts as a mirror, urging readers to examine present realities. Whether it's Orwell's 1984 tapping into fears of a dystopian overlord, or more esoteric writings like Dostoevsky's The Brothers Karamazov, where the Grand Inquisitor's dialogue precipitates fears of moral anarchy, each use of the Antichrist archetype reflects authors' interpretations of power, morality, and their potential for destruction. These narratives beg us to consider: are these ominous tales simple entertainments or societal premonitions? Could the recurring nature of the Antichrist in literature be a way to acknowledge known human follies, or perhaps a psychological buffer to help confront crises in faith and governance? In conclusion, the Antichrist phenomenon in popular literature transcends mere storytelling. It details our quest to understand profound existential concepts and confront deep-seated fears about where unchecked power and deception could lead us. As readers, each engagement with these tales asks us to ponder current societal reflections, ensuring the enduring relevance of these narratives through literature's ever-vibrant storytelling tradition. Whether foretelling caution or providing catharsis, the Antichrist figure, draped in its eternal intrigue and terror, continues to lead us far beyond the pages of books into the fabric of social discourse.